Hello, hello, and welcome. This is Paul. Find your life strategies. I'm always on a journey to help you become a better version of yourself in a very short period of time. And I want to specially welcome you to tonight's webinar, which I tag Outcomes by Design. This is a topic that I've been researching on for a while now, and I think this is the right time for us to do justice to it, turning intentions into reality, into result, turning those ideas that you have in your head here, those ideas, those vision, those things that God has shown you, those things that you've imagined here into reality. That is what we're going to be talking about right now. I'll be showing you the unbreakable tool, the strategy, the unfailing strategy that when you apply every day, in the morning, in the night, it will produce the result that you desire. This strategy I'm sharing with you right now is the strategies that masters are using, that successful people are using, that people who are in charge of their industries are using. And if you will but take the time to learn this and practice it, it will change your life forever. So, are you ready? Let's get into the business of today. But before we get into the business of today, I would like to share a story about one of the inventors in America, one of the greatest inventor that have ever lived. Imagine a life without light bulb. You understand what I'm talking about? Yes, yeah, light bulb. That bulb you can see over there. Imagine a life without a light bulb. How will this world be dark? If we live in a world that there's no bulb right now, you will not be able to see me, and I will not be able to broadcast this what I'm doing right now. But because of this man, Thomas Edison, we have light bulbs all over our streets, all over our houses, all over everywhere. We have light bulb all around us because of the invention of Thomas Edison. And I want you to understand that Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb by hoping. He designed it. He tried it almost 10,000 times. If you hear about the story, you will hear that Thomas Edison tried 10,000 times to design, to produce a light bulb, and he failed. He kept on trying and trying and trying and trying, and he refused to give up. He saw failure as data. And because he was later on asked, how comes were you able to keep on trying and trying and trying even when you have tried almost 1,000 times? He said, any experiment that I tried to produce a light bulb and it didn't work, that is an information telling me that this pattern will not work. And so he kept it aside. He will not try that way again because that will not work. So he said those information he got from his failure, they are more like data telling him what works and what doesn't work. So sometimes people will tell you that failure is evil, failure is bad, failure comes from the devil, failure this and that. But I want you to understand that from the story of Thomas Edison, he realized that failure is data, failure is feedback. He picked that feedback and used it in a way that he said, I'm not going to do this way again. So I say failure is part of the process. When you are starting out, have it in mind that you are going to fail. When you are starting out, have it in mind that you are going to mess up. You're going to mess up at some point in your life. That is normal. So if failure is what is stopping you from moving forward, then you have to change it right now. If failure is what is stopping you from taking the first step, you have to stop that right now, because no matter how skilled you are, no matter how talented you are, no matter how prepared you are, you fail. Do you know why? You are human. To err is human. That is normal with human being. Failure is normal. But the problem here is you should not repeat the same failure again. You fail at this spot now, and you still came and fell down at the same spot. That is what is unacceptable. You are okay to fail now, but you are not failing again and again in the same spot is unacceptable. You understand? So Thomas Edison realized that the failure that he encountered are just information telling him that he should not try this next time. And so he kept on trying other ways so that he will not waste his time and resources trying other things that will not produce the result that he needs. And so he moved on practicing and doing other things, and then he encountered success. Success is equals to engineering. You understand? He engineered it. He experimented with this strategy, experiment he kept on engineering, takes on mixing, takes on analyzing. He kept on doing it again and again and again until he found the original recipe for producing a light bulb. And right now the whole earth is enjoying this production that he did, this invention that he did. Now listen to me. Because I've been talking about failure, let me tell you the reason why people fail, why the result of people fail, why people try things and they still fail. One of the reasons here is because they rely on motivation. What if, let's say, for instance, Thomas Edison, instead of him to get up and go to the lab and try some experimental, he said, "Oh, I failed for 900 times. Let me just relax. What's the point going? When I feel motivated to go and do another research, I'll go and do." But that was not the story with Thomas Edison. Thomas Edison rose up even when he felt unmotivated. Even when he felt like not moving, he still rised up and took the action that he needed to take to produce the result. So he did not rely on motivation alone. If I am relying on motivation, I will not be here by this time talking to you. But because I really want to change someone's life, I really want someone's life to be transformed. And so I push myself to come over here and speak to you, even if I feel like not doing it. So the successful do not rely on motivation. They don't do things because they feel like doing it. They get up and do it, even if they don't feel like doing it. And you must do the same. You must get up and begin to do the things that you have to do, not because you feel like doing them. That is what we call self discipline. Self discipline is doing what you have to do, even if you feel like doing it or not. So the reason why many people fail, the reason why many people try and do not produce result is because they are waiting for motivation. They are waiting to feel pumped up. They want to feel that energy that will push them to take action. And I want you to understand that that energy does not come always. Sometimes it comes, but it doesn't comes always. So do not wait for it. Do not wait for that energy to come. Get up and do what you know you have to do to produce the result you have to produce. Another reason why results do not manifest, another reason why people fail is because they lack clarity. You don't really know exactly what you want. Clarity is another reason why people fail. And I am sharing this because I don't want you to be part of failure. Failing once in a while is normal, but failing again and again and again is unacceptable. And one of the reasons why people fail is because they lack clarity about what they want. What do you want in your relationship? What do you want in your finances? What do you want specifically? Are you clear? Do you know it? Another reason why people fail is because they skipped identity. They only go for what they want, but they don't slow down and figure out, okay, who am I? Who am I? What exactly am I? They don't stay slow down to ask themselves that question. And because they don't do that, they keep on picking up the wrong friends, going to the wrong places, reading the wrong books, listening to the wrong podcasts because they don't really know who they are. The first thing you need to do is to figure out who you are. And with that understanding of who you are, will now push you to decide on the kind of books to read in the library, the kind of friends to have around you, the kind of things to do. But because people are not ready to focus on their identity, they do whatever. And because you do whatever, you attract whatever. So I want you to type one goal that frustrates you. What's that one goal? that you really want to achieve, that you've been trying to achieve, that has been frustrating you? Type it in the comment section. I would like to see your comments so that we talk. I want this live session to be so engaging so that we can get the most out of it. And now I introduce you the architect's blueprint metaphor. Remember the picture I shared with you for today's webinar is a picture. Should I show you this picture? I don't know. My phone is not right here with me. It's here, but I can't get it right now. I show on the picture you see a sketch of a building on a paper. Then you now see another sketch that is almost done. Then you now see another building that is completely done. It's more like you start with intention. You have this inside in your mind of, oh, I think I should go live. Oh, I think I should start this business. Oh, I think I should do this. I should do this and this and this and that. That is intention. Then you now move to design. Those intention you have here, you now go down and write them down. You pen them down. You begin to strategize on how to go live. I need to get my laptop to be fully charged. I need to get some ring lights. I need to have data. I need to subscribe. I need to go online. I need to set up my StreamYard account. I need to set up my Facebook account. I need to go live. I need to prepare and go live. That is designing. And then when you design, then you now produce outcome. Right now, what is going on right now with you while I'm speaking to you is called outcome. Last year, no, many years ago, I have this desire to do this thing. Well, I say 4 years ago, I saw the video of Tony Robbins speaking about all these things, and I knew that this is what I supposed to be doing. It took me 4 years for me to begin to do this. Go back and watch some of my videos. Very funny, very stupid, but I kept on moving. And right now, I'm not too comfortable with the result I'm producing right here, but I keep on moving because I will keep on going, because the more you do it, the better you get at it. You look at a baby who is born, keep on crawling on the floor, keep on trying to walk. You rise up and fall, and he will keep on, or she will keep on rising up, and before you know it, she's already walking. So if you want to go further, you want to move, you want to become an expert, you have to keep on rising, keep on trying, keep on giving out your best right where you are with what you are. And that is what we're talking about here. So when it comes to producing result, when it comes to manifesting outcomes, you have to get the intention here, the idea. Then you have to design it. What I'll be training you here is how to design the roadmap, the blueprint that will lead you to the manifestation of your outcome. That is what we're going to do here right now. So, are we ready? Now, I am introducing you the result codes, the results code. You understand? This is all about figuring out your identity, result, purpose, then massive action, then standard and proof. More like review. That's what we'll be focusing on right now. I'll be guiding you on how to select your identity, to figure out your true identity, the result that you really want, the purpose, the reason why you want it, and the action that you need to take to produce that result, and then a system to review your life so that you will not get lost at the cost of chasing your dreams, and so that you'll be knowing where you are at any moment in time. So, are we good to go? Are we good? Are we good? So let's get to business. Now let's start with identity. You see, if you want to manifest a goal in your life, the first thing you need to focus on is your identity. Who are you? That is the number one thing you need to figure out. Who am I? Ask yourself that questions. Who must you become to achieve this result? Yeah, you desire something. This something that you desire, or this thing that you want. Who must you become to be able to acquire those things? Okay, let's take for instance, live now. I go live now. If you want to go live, like when I first saw Anthony Robbins speaking, saw Jay Shetty speaking, I saw Tom Billieu speaking. I desire it. I wanted to do it to a point whereby I went online and downloaded the videos of Tony Robbins and play it, and I'll be talking the way he's talking, the way he intensify his voice. I do it. I kept on doing that. I kept on doing that. I kept on doing that. I kept on practicing. I know this is who I am. I'm a life strategist. I'm a speaker like Tony Robbins. So I know this is what I want, and I know I will be speaking like that. For me to speak the way he is speaking, I have to what? Go deep and study and do research and have information the way he is having. That was exactly what I did. And look at me right now. Any time of the day you could wake me to talk, I will talk on the camera and you will think I've been practicing. But I've not been practicing. I'll just talk, 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 talk. So, who are you? Who must you become to attract the kind of life that you want for yourself? That is the number one step you have to figure out. I gave this illustration in my last webinar. I said, if you are given an admission to study medicine and surgery in the university, but you went in there and kept on attending the lessons of engineering students, yes, you will gain a lot of information about engineering. But when it comes to graduation, you can never graduate as a medicine student because you don't have the information and you'll be registered as failed. So, what am I saying here? You should know who you are so that you will not regret to maybe you get to the end of your life and realize that the path that you've been trading on is the wrong path, or the ladder has been standing on the wrong point. You have to avoid it. That is why you have to figure out who are you. Who are you, or who must you become to achieve the kind of result that you desire for yourself? Who must you become? So now I'm giving you this moment. Just post this video and ask yourself this question: who am I? Who are you? Or who must you become to achieve this goal? What is that goal that you said you want for yourself? Ask yourself, who must you become to achieve this goal? And that is, after you have decided on that, then let's go to the next thing, the next step in the production of result. That is, we're focusing on result now. When you are setting a result, you're setting a goal, you're setting an outcome that you want to achieve, you have to make sure that it is specific, it is measurable, it is undeniable, it is time bound. You don't just say, I need more money. If I give you 1,000 naira, it's more money. You get out of here. But you have to be specific and you have to be measurable. You have to be undeniable and you have to be time bound. Okay, I want to make 300,000 naira every month from my coaching business. Can you see that? That is different. Or something like, I want to make $10,000 revenue in first quarter. I want to finish my book by May 15. This is how to set goals, set results that manifest results. You don't just give vague information to your brain, because when you give a vague information to your brain will shut down. Just like I said yesterday in my live session, your brain will absolutely shut down. You do not even know what to do. So you look stupid. You begin to feel stupid. You even think you are stupid, but you are not stupid. It's just that you are confused. You don't have clarity. The goals you set for yourself are not clear. They are not measurable. They are not undeniable. They are not time bound. And so, because you allow them to be loose, your brain go loose. It doesn't utilize the effort that and the capacity of the brain. And you have to stop that from happening. I said this yesterday. I said, your brain, human capacity is infinite, but what we do with that capacity is so disappointing. It's so disappointing. You are capable of driving the car you bought is capable of going 250 meter per hour, but because you are learning, you are not driving in 10 meter per hour, 200 kilometer per hour. You are going 20 kilometer per hour. That doesn't mean that that is the capacity of the car. The car is much more than that. So, but for you to give the car what it needs, then you have to learn how to fire the car so hard. You have to learn how to be fearless and go with speed without fear. That is when you enjoy the capacity of the car. So you have to stretch yourself. You have to give your brain the task. You have to be specific in giving it the task, and then your brain will pick up and go with it. The next step you need to go, if you have decided on the outcome that you want, is you have to ask yourself, why do I want this thing? Your why must be stronger than any resistance. You must have a strong why. Why do you want what you want? Why do you want 300,000 naira every month? Slow down and give up the answer. Give out the answers to the questions. Why do you want it? Why do you want so much money? Why do you want to get married? Why do you want to be promoted in your workplace? You must have a strong why, because the why is your fuel. The why is what will keep you moving when you are tired. When you don't feel motivated, you think about the why, and energy will rise up from inside, will push you to go after your goals. What is your why? That goal that you said you want, that is all that you said you want to achieve. What is your why? What is your why? I'm asking you. Write your one sentence why. That thing that you want, why do you want it? Comment in the comment section now. I would like to see your comments. Make the comment right now. I would like to see it. Let me know why you want it. Why do you want it? Okay, this is what I want, and here's why I want it. Maybe I need this money because I need to take care of my mother. I need to pay the bills for my family. I need to take care of my girlfriend. I need to help my church. I need to help the people in need. I hate a situation whereby my girlfriend will ask me for money I don't have. I hate a situation whereby little kids will come to me to ask for money and I don't have to give. I hate that situation. So that is your why. You hold on to that why when you are pursuing your goals, so that when you get tired, you remember, I don't want that experience again to happen. My girlfriend just asked me for 10,000 naira and it seems like I'm tired. I feel embarrassed because I don't really have it at the moment. So, because you hate that experience, you will begin to feel some energy coming up from you that will push you to go after what you said you want. That is how you get energy to keep on moving. Now, when you have decided on your why, it is now time to decide on the specific actions that you need to take to produce the result that you want for your life. What action do you want to, what action must you take to produce the kind of result that you want for your life? What action must you take? You know, there are just one to three actions that when you focus on taking every day, you're going to be making 300,000 naira every month. There are specific action that we take every day. Your relationship with your wife, your girlfriend, or your any significant other is going to skyrocket. It's going to be boom. It's going to be so wow. There are actions that you will take that no matter what, they must promote you at your place of work. So find those actions, find those steps that you need to take, and then begin to take massive action. Massive action is the cure of it all. If you don't take action towards your goals, nothing is going to change. Action is the number one thing you need to be focused on, because that is what changed the thing. That is what changed result. That is what make things happen. You have to know the answers. You have to know the sequence and of the steps you need to take. You have to take massive action in producing them. If you don't take action, nothing's gonna change. You keep on desiring your what you have in your mind will just remain there. Even when you have it in mind and you architect it, you design it, and you don't take action, it will still remain on paper. Nothing is gonna happen. You see, whenever you see a building, you have to understand that the building don't just appear. It first of all came in someone's mind. You first of all produce it in the mind before you put it on paper, then you now implement it in the physical world. That is how it works. So if you're setting a personal goal for your life, you have to get to a point whereby you say, what are the actions I need to take? Some mostly those actions are not fancy. They are not things that you really want to take, but you have to decide and say, come on, I have to do these things. I have to do the cold calls. I have to do these sales calls. I don't feel like doing it, but I got to do it. You do it. By the time you begin to take action, then you now take you to the next part. That is, you begin to see results, begin to see proofs, you begin to see standards, so that you begin to know where to make adjustments, so that you know where to double down on, where to reduce, where to stop, and where to reinforce. You understand? You got to, by the time you take action, you begin to track yourself. You begin to see win or losses. You celebrate yourself. Is there's need for that? You need to reinforce your identity, because when you take an action and you see results, it will compel you to what? Begin to believe that, oh, I'm someone who can produce this result. And when you keep on doing the action and you keep on producing result, it come to a point whereby you will be so confident in your capability that you know this thing must happen. And that is that kind of confidence that produce result. This is the kind of confidence that makes you to be liked, to be respected, to be seen as an authority. So we understand that motivation is temporary, but standards are permanent. So you decide, this is who I want to be, and this person that I said I want to be, these are the things I must do, these are the standards I must keep. Excuse me. These are the things I must do to maintain this identity. And you go on and keep on living it. This is how to live by design. But here are some common mistakes that people make, and so they can't produce the result they want. They skip identity, they forget to figure out who they are. So they begin to go after other things. If you are a lion, you go on looking for grass to eat. That's off key. That's what I'm saying. Some another common mistake is vague goals. Your goals are not clear enough. I want more money. I want a nice relationship. I want it. You have to be clear, absolutely clear about it. And another reason here is they have a weak reasons for why they want what they want. Your result, your desires are not strong enough. The reason why you want what you want is not strong enough, and so you can't have what you want. These are some of the mistakes. Another thing is random efforts. You try many things at the same time. You're doing this at the same time, and so you can't produce result that shake tables. So now I want to challenge you. I want to know, which one of these excuses or these mistakes are you guilty of? Are you guilty of skipping identity exercises first, trying to figure out who you are? You are a lion, but you go on looking for grass. Is that one of your mistake? Is this one what you are guilty of? Are you guilty of vague goals? Your goals are not clear enough. I want more money, instead of saying I want 1 million naira every month from my business. Or is your reasons weak enough? I need to have some money so that I can be able to pay my bills. You know, random efforts. You just go here, do here, do here. You scatter your energy all around, and you can't produce the kind of result that is needed. Or maybe you stop after early progress. Maybe your excuse is you started and you begin to see result, and you saw result, you don't relax. You've forgotten that the result came because you took action. The result is not permanent. It's not happening because it is happening. No, it is happening because you took action. And if you want it to remain, you have to keep on taking the actions. You understand? So here I am saying to you that your future doesn't happen by chance, it happens by design. You have to rise up and design it. I've already crafted out a workbook for you. If you truly want to go further with this exercise, send me a DM right now so that I can see how I can help you, so that I can see how I can help you transform your life, so that you no longer live without result. Having result is engineering. It is practical. It is something you can do. You have the capacity. So I am here for you. Send me a message right now. Oh, comment design below. if you are ready, and I'll send you all the details that you need so that it will help you. I'll send you the file, I'll send you the link to the file so that you do these exercises on your own space, on your own time, so that you can transform your life. With this, we're going to come to the end of today's live webinar. And I want to appreciate you all for being here. Thank you for showing up. My name is Paulie Fine. I'm a life strategist. I'm always on a journey to help you become a better version of yourself in a very short period of time, almost immediately. If you love what I'm doing here, remember to send me a message right now so that I can help you. Remember to send me a message right now so that we see how we transform your life, because this life is beautiful and it is easy. Because if you know what to do to get it, you are good to go. I love you. Stay out of trouble. Keep on putting the effort that you need to do to manifest the kind of result that you want for your life. My name is Polyfine. Thank you for watching. See you next time.